evening and welcome to this special Island Stat Sports Talk. I'm your host, Earl Baston. Joining me is Janeiro Tucker and Mahesh. I
Hatkar.
want to say this right. Hatkar.
Yeah,
Hatkar.
yeah, that's
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Mahesh Hatkar. Um, Janeiro, you are the owner and operator of 186 Cricket Academy. Um, Obviously, you and I have talked for quite some time about your vision and what you want to get done, and we spoke to you just yesterday about having Mahesh join the academy. But right off the bat, Gennaro, having somebody like Mahesh join you, what does it do for what value does it bring to your academy?
I think it brings a big value when you bring somebody of Mahesh's experience and what he has done for cricket in India, the development of Indian cricket when it comes to the youth programs. It brings some good experience to 186. And the main thing for us is to try to implement his vision and my vision into bringing back cricket in Bermuda. That's exactly what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Mahesh, you've been involved in cricket for so many years, and you come from a cricket starving nation. Eat, sleep, drink cricket. Uh, so let me ask you, how do you do that with what we consider a slower pace? Because Bermuda and Genera would have to agree with us. We're not. We have people that love it but don't cherish it as much as someone like from India would. So how would you manage you know what I mean, the level of how you would implement certain things for the youth?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Basden, uh,
Yeah,
getting us here
yeah,
and sharing your our views. We had a small camp here last month, and I have seen a lot of things which I can pick up and implement them when I discuss with Janeiro and other people. Also, last year I visited here 2024, where I was the coach for the America's Cup team, and even there I saw a lot of players what they were lacking. The first and the foremost is the fitness, which we are going to emphasize on a lot. The second comes the discipline, which is the you can call it from the toddlers to the seniors. I am not afraid to say that, because that's the part where discipline is required in every part of your life. It's just not cricket or any other game. So we have to we'll be just focusing on all these aspects. And I'm not here to teach cricket. I'm here to develop an athlete. If he is an athlete, he can play any game in the world. Like I am here, to do the fundamental movement skills development initially for the youngsters, which is an very important part in any sports person's life. If he cannot throw the ball, if he cannot run, if he cannot kick the ball, if he doesn't have mobility, if he doesn't have balance and all these skills, it is very difficult for any coach or any teacher to make him a sports person.
right, right. Genera, one of the things, even when you were growing up, it didn't matter what surface you was playing, or you just wanted to play. Now we see more and more of, oh, we only can play on this surface, or we can only do these certain things. In your camp, are you just ready to get kids into, first of all, learning how to do the fundamentals, as Mahesh has indicated, the throw in, even in batting, you don't need to be on a flush wicket to learn how to cover drive and just the basic strokes. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, that's the exactly what we want to do. We're not looking to get or go wicked up National Stadium to
Right,
coach somebody. You know what I mean?
right,
We are going to coach whichever way we can. And with the youngsters, you don't really need a good pitch to coach you on.
right,
It's just a matter of basically, like I said, of getting the fundamentals, teaching them how to play a back foot. Half of them don't even know how to play back foot,
right.
play front foot. You know what I mean? So to me and what me and Mahesh has really talked about is that the youth that we have coached so far, all they want to do is just slug across the line. It
Yeah,
seems like that's what they've been taught. So now we have to bring them back and teach them the fundamentals of how to actually move forward. First of all, we have to teach them how to grip a bat. That's the first step we have been teaching how to get your grip. Then we show them how to get the grip, and then we
Right.
teach them how to get stance, and then we move on each step. So in this in the last month, we have really accomplished a good bit in the last month, just teaching fundamentals of how cricket starts, and that's what we want to keep on implementing and just keep moving step by step. It's a step by step process. We're not gonna go from A to Z in a day. So
Right.
it's just the process that we're going through. We're still at A right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Mahesh. I mean, years ago, um, kids loved playing, and they would sit and listen to a coach, and then go out and try to implement what was learned, what was taught or told. But nowadays we have impatient youngsters. They just want to sit and listen first. They want to just go out and play, kind of thing. Kind of trying to make it fun for them. What are some of the things that you've put in place where they can they can still learn, but they're having fun at learning?
Yeah, the thing is that you definitely said the fun factor is the most effective factor, and which, I have plenty of drills which I have made on myself, like around 150 to 200 drills, which you cannot see on the YouTube. I have put in lot of efforts. I have been awake till in the morning, 4 o'clock, doing my things, jumping here and there. And my daughter used to say, "Daddy, what are you doing? You're doing? You're jumping like a monkey down here." And I used to tell her, "You go to sleep. I'm doing my things." So I have developed a lot of things which the kids will definitely enjoy. It's just not cricket, as we said, that we have to develop the fundamental movement skill, which comes with fun drills and other activities which we are planning down and going to implement it very soon.
Yeah. Janeiro, you indicated that you want this academy to be available to youngsters, and more for the parents to make sure that there's somewhere safe for their kids to go. But you want it all year round. Now, back in the day, you would carry your bat even with your football boots. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go. But we don't see that anymore. How,
No.
how do we how do we get that love back into just sports itself?
Well, I think first of all, it starts within the house. Um, the parents have to really push their kids to want to play sports. Because you think about it, sometimes we're pushing our kids to play football and they don't want to play football.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's making sure they stay off the street. You know what I mean? So that's why we have been talking to really push cricket, where we want to make cricket 365 days a year, and that's where we really want to develop. Yes, they're gonna go play football. We get that, but we have to make sure that these kids are staying positive, whether it's football, cricket, and cricket is a way out. You know what I mean? And it's just that the cricket is dying so much. And this the plan that I came up with Mahesh is like, look, man, I need you to come and help me to develop this cricket, to put cricket back on the map in Bermuda, in the clubs, and just make sure that we develop and become good cricketers. Because we have guys that go play football, but they want to play cricket, but there's no cricket for them to play. So
Right.
that's why we want to do this all year round. So when y'all cricketer, you will stay cricket, and we will develop you for summer, winter, whatever you want to be playing cricket, and that's the plan.
Mahesh, another big sport in India that a lot of people don't realize is hockey, and a lot of holding that hockey stick is similar to what you want to do holding that cricket bat, because it's a lot of hand-eye coordination, a lot of wrist movement, and so forth. So even that, like, multi-sport handling of the bat, um, even a sport like table tennis as well, because I know a lot of cricketers back in the day used to play a lot of table tennis because it was a lot of wrist movement. But just the small things that people can look at their kid and say, maybe you should try this, and maybe you should try that. It might be fun for 'em. How is that working out for, well, a place like India? You have so many people that some people say, well, I'm not going to make that wrist shot in cricket. I'll make that wrist shot in hockey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes, God. The thing is that as per my philosophy, I think like each player should play at least two sports. Like
Mm,
I have worked with John T. Rhodes, and he used to play n number of sports, and he has represented his country also in n number of sports. Like he played hockey for his country, he played cricket, he was a good tennis player, and so what the age is that it's for an athlete, it's give you an age. Like he has good hand-eye coordination, he has good mobility, he can run faster, he can catch the ball faster, he can his focuses more. So multiple sports definitely help. And in India, there are players who have taken like table tennis, badminton is growing up very fast, and athletics. Yeah, there are people who are doing these things, and we hope to implement these things also in our academy.
yeah, yeah. Well, Janelle, the good thing in India, they have a Brilliant as their track and field coach.
Mhm.
Troy Douglas is over
Right.
there.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So um, but getting back to where we are, Mahesh talked about fitness, and for years we've noticed we only talk about it at the national level. We don't talk about it at the domestic level, but the domestic level is where it starts. Having kids love getting fit because some just love want to play, but having how do we plan to implement that fitness level into making sure that they understand that if they're fit, most things come easy after that.
Yeah, I think the fitness level is gonna have to be done in game situations, like fun
Mm,
game situations. I mean, not
yeah,
actual cricket situations. So we're gonna have to implement a lot of fun things, but with fitness, where they're having fun, but they don't understand that they're doing fitness at the same time. And that's
yes,
what
yeah,
we have to implement. And once we can implement it, because I think we need to instill from early. You know
mm,
what I mean? It's like even when even when we was in when we, Mahesh was in India and I went to a training session, the parents can't come to a training session.
mm,
Parents have to drop their kids at the
yeah,
main gate, and the kids come in, and now you are on the coach.
right,
So it's not about you can come to the coach is going to teach you something, and then you're going to go back and the parents are going to tell you this is what you're going to do. No, it don't work like that. Because in India, it's so big. Okay, Bob, that's what you want to do. You can take your kid, and it's the next academy. So
right,
we have to really implement that with the parents. If the parents can be on our philosophy and on board with us, then we can implement the fitness and everything else that's going to be technical enough for these kids to improve their cricket ability and also their soccer ability. Because once you're fit in cricket and
yeah,
you're fit for soccer, you benefit all the way around. So we have to implement the fitness in game fun situations. So that's how
yeah,
we intend on doing it.
yeah. Mahesh, what is one of the hardest strokes to teach a young person nowadays?
Nowadays, it's
Yeah.
defense. Very simple.
Yeah, yeah, because none of them know defense. Everything's
Yeah, yeah.
attack.
Yes, yes.
But getting a youngster to understand that a good defense keeps you at the wicket a long time.
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
how has that materialized for you over the years?
Yeah, see, defense is the start of cricket. Is the fundamental and the basic skill a player should understand. And if your defense is good, you can play any type of cricket, like 50 overs, 20 overs, 10 overs, whatever overs. If you don't have defense, you cannot play. You can just play one edition of like a T20 or T10. You are not eligible to play a day match or a test match. So
Mm,
so defense plays a very very vital and the important part in cricket. It has to be implemented, and we are going to do that very perfectly, that every kid learns defense. We are training one of the kids in here, personal coaching. He did not have an idea of what is front foot defense and back foot defense. He said, I
mm,
have never been taught here, and he's been training at least for 2 to 3 years now, and he has never been taught what is defense. So it took him 5 sessions to develop in some good shape, and now he's happy, and his parents are happy. Like, yeah, My kid is knowing what is defense and what is hitting out blindly. Yeah, that is a good sign. It is coming up. There are people, there are boys who want to learn and who are coachable, and we can do wonders with these kids.
Mm. Janeiro, as you mentioned yesterday, obviously you're taking the program up to Somerset Cricket Club, um, just because of availability. Um, what for those parents that would see this and want to get their kid involved, how do they get in touch with you?
They can email me 186cricket at gmail. They can call me 335-8689, or they can go onto the Instagram and they can book right online. Instagram 186 cricket, HB cricket, and they can book their slots, their sessions of what time they want to get their son or daughter into the time frame. So for now, we're doing um, September and October. We're doing because school's going back in.
Yes.
So, we're going to do between 5 and 8. But if it's somebody out there that wants to get anything between that time, then they can just hit me up, or like I said, they just go book on online, on the Instagram, and we can arrange whatever time they want.
Mm, mm. And for the parents' sake, what is the most important thing in getting involved in this academy for the parents' sake? Because some parents want to dictate what the child does, sort of thing. But if the parents going to get involved with their kid at 186 Cricket Academy, what's the message to them?
I want them to be involved. I want them to encourage and encourage and encourage, because you cannot have your son or daughter not being encouraged of the actual cricket itself. But we don't want them to try to tell them what to do after they come back from our session. Once we teach you something, we're trying to get muscle memory within the kid. So once muscle memory is instilled, then they just continue, and it just comes to be a natural thing. But as long as you want to send your son or daughter here and we instill muscle memory and then you take them back and try to change it, it's not good. So we're definitely going to just say whatever we encourage, then you keep on encouraging to make sure that they move forward and benefit from every session that we had with your son or daughter.
Sure, sure. Mahesh, you come from a nation that is, I wouldn't, I, it's too difficult to explain what cricket means to India, but getting started for you, um, getting what they say, getting out of diapers, ready to the pants. So, how has cricket in general like shaped your life?
Yes, see, cricket has shown me the world because I have worked for it, and I had worked very hard for it. When I did my level one and level two, people going down to UK to study cricket, they were laughing at me. And I said, nothing doing. I'm spending my money. I want to gain knowledge. I want to attend that course. And I went down and I was successful in doing this. And now people are struggling to get down to UK to do their level one and level two, which I did it in 2007. And I am a successful coach now. I travel all over the world. I have been traveling in India through around 28 states, which we have, and 8 union territories. So I've been traveling through India, coaching lot of academies, coaching lot of individuals, coaching lot of international players who are coming down from abroad and want to have my experience to share with them. So cricket has been, it has made me famous because I have given time to it. Yeah, I have sacrificed a lot of things.
Mm, mm. Well, this is a two-part question because Janeiro, we've seen people uh, be upset if they don't get picked for either Bermuda or Cup match, right? And we have a limited amount of people that we pick from. Mahesh, when players are not selected to play for India, how 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 do they get along after that? How do just if you're a coaching a player that's not being selected, obviously now it's a mental block for them. how do you manage that emotion with the player?
Yeah, the first and the foremost thing is that the belief. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your coach. You have to believe in your techniques. The belief is the one of the most important things, which is entrusted in his mind, that yes, you have to perform. You have to show the nation that you can do well, and you have plenty of options nowadays. It's not just Ranji Trophy what was earlier. Now there's IPL. There are state level one day IPL tournaments, and yes, once he clicks, there is no looking back to him. So I just tell them, like, you have to believe yourself. Practice hard, practice, do things out of the box. You do things when the coach is not there, uh, and see that success. You have to be smart. Ask questions to me if you don't understand anything. And once I give this feedback to them, that belief is one of the most important thing, which I entrust in all the players, that yes, one day you're going to play and you're going to be there in that team.
Mm. Janeiro, and just to piggyback off of that, we know a lot of our kids have that they doubt themselves and their ability, in just confidence wise. So in your academy, having somebody like Mahesh too, who's got that experience, and others that will help along the way. What does that mean for the program in just helping kids? As you already indicated, you want to keep them off the street too.
Yeah, I think it's very important because also what we're going to be trying to implement is yoga.
Oh
I
boy.
think I think yoga mentally prepares you for breathing. You have to breathe through certain things that it may cause you trouble. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that we are going to implement with the young ones, that you have to breathe. You have to breathe, and you just mentally prepare yourself, and just be aware of what's around your surroundings. And so, like I said, we're going to try to implement as much as we can to make sure that Bermuda as a whole benefit from this. This is not about me. This is not about me. You know what I mean? This is about the development of young people that want to play cricket,
Mm.
and that's my plan,
Right.
because it was somebody there that taught me how to play this game, and I think that we have lost it over the last 15, 20 years. We have lost it, and that's my calling, to make sure that cricket is now being redeveloped in the country. That's
Mm.
my plan.
Got you there. Yes. And again, well, Mahesh, we will be talking with you on a regular basis, and as well as you, Gennaro, because we want to wish that program a success. We know it's going to take time. It's not going to
Yeah.
be an overnight, and it's just something that has to be built upon. But the availability now for an option to grow in the sport is there, because you guys have added to you know other things that are on the island. So I wish you all the best, and we will be in touch as the program grows, and hopefully in 10 years time, and somebody's playing World Cup cricket for Bermuda, they'll say, I got my start at 186,
Let's
and that's
go.
where and that's where I learned the basics, and that's what carried me and helped Bermuda to be further along. So hopefully, this is just a stepping stone to that actual success. All right, gentlemen.
Just one more thing too, Basic.
Sure.
I think that that with this, I just want people to just buy into it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I want you to make sure that you see the vision that we guys are trying to put in place for the country. And this is something that's very, very important to us. Me as a Bermudian cricketer, Mahesh as an international coach, and we want the backing from everybody. The thing about it is, even with the financial part of it, it's kind of hard. Because at the end of the day, this is me just putting in my savings to make sure that Bermuda benefits. You
Right.
know, but
Right.
at the end of the day, we still would like somebody's sponsorship. We're not asking for millions of dollars, but just kind of help us out to say, okay, we feel you. Let's go help you out, and let's try to back you a little bit with what you're trying to implement. You see what I mean?
That's
And
right.
and that's the part that I think the government doesn't understand. I think the government should be on board with these type of things,
Mm.
and I think they're not on board with it.
Right.
And like I said, it's not about me. It's about this country. It's about the clubs. You look at our clubs now. Our clubs are losing all the players. So for me to try to teach me and Mahesh to teach players to go back to your original club, and then you bring your club back up to where it was back in the days of when I was playing and before that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So
Yes, sir.
that's just what I want to say, and I just hope everybody buys into the actual program of what we're trying to do. And I want to say thank you to Sumter Cricket Club again for allowing us to now be a part of that.
Mm.
Because remember when we talked, Heron Bay was the main base,
Yes, yes, yes.
but it was just never materialized with Heron Bay. I think it was just a ploy for the election that came up, and then
Mm.
it's like, no, it's just like, oh well, we can't give you this, we'll give you this, but that's not going to develop our players. We need
Right.
we need we need people with commitment,
Mm.
like how we are committed. We want the players to be committed. We want their parents to be committed, and we just want commitment. That's all I want to say. But thank you, Benson. I appreciate it.
All right.
Anytime we'll talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mahesh, it was nice meeting you.
Thank
And
you. Yeah, same here.
hopefully we get to
Nice
see each
meeting
other
you.
in person
Yeah.
very soon. Okay?
Sure. Thank you so
All
much.
right. You
Take
gentlemen
care.
enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good night.
All right.
See you.